Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. This is The Mental Breakdown. I'm your host, Joey Velez. Happy Saturday. Happy first day of February. We are 1 month into the new year. Got a long way to go, but whatever it is that you're working on, keep going. One thing that I've picked up this year is I've gotten into the hobby of collecting sport trading cards, so basketball, baseball, football, and it's been popping up a lot on my social media, and it just seems like a fun thing to do, a new hobby to try out. So I've been doing that lately. And one thing I've noticed is the nostalgic feeling I get from opening a pack of cards. It takes me back to being a kid. And the reason I'm talking about this is because this is something I'm grateful for. It can be overwhelming picking up a new hobby, especially something like collecting an item that you intend to sell or flip for something else. So it can be overwhelming in terms of what to look for, where to get cards graded, what kind of cards to buy, which ones do you keep, things like that. So I'm grateful for the people that make videos on, trading cards 101. Here's what to look for. Here's the difference between this. Here's what this means. To shout out to those people who are making videos because it's helped me feel a little bit more confident in this new hobby that I've picked up. So if this is something you do, fantastic. But yeah, I really appreciate those individuals putting out that work. So one thing that I wanted to talk to you all about today, and it's very apparent in my life, but this is also something I heard not too long ago. But it's called the golf shop mentality. Those of you who either golf, those of you who know people who golf, and I'm not talking professionals, but I'm talking more the recreational golfer. If you ask them how their round went, what do they typically talk about? Oh man, that was such a terrible round, but I had a really nice shot on hole six. Or, overall it was bad, but I ended up with a birdie, so that's pretty cool. If you asked me that question, what am I going to talk to you about in my last two rounds? Well, 2 rounds ago, I was one under through over my last three holes. And then I went golfing yesterday and I sunk a 30-foot putt for birdie on the last hole. I shot 15 over in the nine holes, but that doesn't matter. When you ask those individuals about their round, they tell you the good things. They focus on those one or two scenarios that are going to keep you coming back to the game of golf. And I think this is important because this is also an approach we can take to everyday life. And you can do that by practicing gratitude. Right? I think in this world, it's very easy to direct our attention to the bad, the things not going well. It's easier, they stick out more. There's more intense feelings associated with the bad things that happen to us. If I were to take 20 bucks from you right now versus me giving you 20 bucks, what are you more likely to remember in 2 weeks is probably the fact that it took 20 bucks from you because it hurts more. If you look at social media, what are most people talking about is the bad things that are going on in this world. I think at my last job they told us this, but even in the English dictionary, for every 2.5 to 3 words that have a negative connotation to it, there's one positive word. So even in our everyday language, the bad sticks out more than the good. But just like those of you who golf, there's always going to be some good mixed in with the bad. And if you're able to identify those good things that go on in your life, not only are you going to experience, a greater overall well-being, a more of an ability to handle pressure, better relationships, but overall, like you're going to enjoy life more. And that's just being able to identify the good things that are going on in your life. And this isn't to say that you should avoid all the bad things that happen to you. You still need it because that provides us an opportunity to learn and grow, right? It provides us an opportunity for us to improve ourselves by identifying what things we need to work on, what things weren't going well. However, it's about taking that same approach and also looking at the good things that are happening because that's also what's going to help you grow. That's also what's going to help you stay motivated, stay focused on the task at hand. So whether it's at the end of your day, end of your week, end of your month, maybe you have a particular performance throughout your day that you do this, is identifying 1 to 3 things that went well. And not just what went well, but why did those things go well and how can you continue to do those things well. But then also identifying those 1 to 3 things that you want to get better at. What would happen if you got better at those things? What is a tangible route you can go, you can take to get better at that one thing? Being able to look at both sides not only helps you identify that there is still a lot of good going on in your day, even when things don't feel like it, but it also helps you develop a more consistent approach to performance, to work, just to life in general. Okay, so be more like a golfer, have that golf shot mentality, and be able to identify the good, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like there is any good. Okay. Hey, appreciate y'all stopping by. Have a great rest of your weekend, and don't forget, today is a great day to make an impact on somebody. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Have a good weekend.